Okay, so here's the thing. It's August. I forgot about Vlogust. I forgot that I was going to try to do that. Well, if I had succeeded in my plans for Vlogust, this would be an intro to Vlogust type of video, but it is August 4th right now. See, saying a date means that I will really have to pick up the pace in editing, or else it's going to be kind of embarrassing by the time the video comes out. I would still like to do plenty of videos and put out a bunch of stuff. The daily video thing though, it already has not happened and is not happening. I sort of helped myself out with that. I was doing some planning and strategizing to make Vlogust happen. And it just didn't work. So I guess this is me dealing with why it didn't work. First of all, last month, July, I was doing a 30-day writing challenge, and I did pretty good. I probably got about half of them. But that did take a lot of my creative energy. Towards the end, in the last third of it, the last 10 days, I was really I can't do this anymore. And I liberated myself from the expectation that I had to complete. And I had missed days in that too, and I was like, I'm gonna come back for them. And I did come back for some of them. So I was doing a lot of that. Video stuff was just not on my mind, but it also was on my mind. And this is kind of the thing. I feel like I was either overthinking it or forgetting it. And ultimately I forgot until it was August, and I was like, oh, I was supposed to do videos. And then it was also things were not falling into place for me the way I had hoped that they would. Or it is not as much of an opportune time of year as I thought it would be. In my summer bucket list video, I think I was hyping myself up now's the time to do it. This is perfect. And I was not right about that. My expectations versus reality were just off. But at the same time, it's I could have, with more effort, probably made it happen. Do you know what? Not so much more effort, but maybe less insecurity or less self-consciousness about, just doing stuff, telling everyone be quiet, I'm filming, because it's not embarrassing to me, but it's I don't want people in my business. So I would rather just be doing it at the most opportune time where I don't have to worry about that. So even now, I'm really not forcing, but I'm really committed to doing this right now. And I'm going to try to commit to some more filming tomorrow. We'll see about that. But anyway, it doesn't matter, and that's a good thing. And that's something I should tell myself more. It doesn't matter, and that's why I should do it, not why I shouldn't do it. I think the fears that I was having, or the ideas and thoughts about the problems that would arise, or why, thinking oh, why, this is why I won't be able to, were really overcoming my desire to just do it. Because I was thinking of all the reasons that it would be too hard, or that I would fail. And I think that's sort of what made it flush out of my brain, instead of making me excited or committed to do it. And I feel I need to find a thing that motivates me more, or removes the fear. and just like allows me to do it, or like gets me more like into the mood and into like the headspace to like just move forward. And that might be me with a lot of things. I had to go for a second, and the blinds are telling on me. So sorry, everything that's different. I feel like I get excited about ideas, and then I struggle with follow through. But that's something, especially in like creative pursuits, that I'm trying to work on, so that I can like do more, like produce more. And this is another struggle, because on one hand, to produce more is what this society wants us to do, because that's where we are right now, like in the culture. And it's capitalism. It's social media. It's something new always. New thing, new thing, new thing, new thing. Instead of like taking time on a thing and having periods of rest and acknowledging how much creative work is not productive. It's imagination and like thinking and composing and analyzing. There's a lot of invisible work, and then there's also a lot of like process work that is not like to create something, to build something, is a lot of process, and the final product of it could just be one image or like something very quick to consume. And then on the other hand, I have the feeling of, but if I do want to do all the things with my life that I can, if I want to make the most out of my creative will and my ability and the things that I have now at my disposal, I gotta pick up the pace. I've gotta do the things, and I have to not care that much. And I so happen to be wearing this dress, and I'll put a video of it full body on the screen, or an image, something. And I made this dress, and part of me making this dress was knowing that I have the skill, and that completing a garment to be wearable and then wearing it outside is something that I have struggled with so much in the past, and where I have lacked so much follow through after finishing school, especially, to the point where like it's like the worst of both worlds, because where my like bad brain energy kicks in is when I'm in the finishing stages of a sewing project. So it's like I spent the time doing it, but I didn't finish it. So then it gives me a sense of like regret for spending the time doing it, which isn't something that I should be regretful or ashamed of, but it is, and it has been. The like starting things and not finishing them, and also because of how I view sewing, I don't find joy in the process, and that's maybe something I should be trying to do more. But I simply don't. I find the joy in the finished product. So when I was like letting the self-doubt thoughts like kick in, or I was like being knocked off my momentum by, really what it would be is I would work for a period of time and then I would stop. And then I had trouble restarting or getting back onto it, because that's when the self-doubt thoughts would kick in, like that, like, what's the point of doing this? Or I would like lose the motivation or like the desire to do it, and then I feel worse because it's not finished, and it feels like, oh, I created so much waste. So the goal when I was making this was finish it and wear it outside, because now this is my clothes. Now this is part of my wardrobe. It's mine. It's done, and it's outside clothes. It's done to a level of completeness to where I can wear it outside. And because it had to be something that I would wear, I had to make something like somewhat practical. Not that practicality is something I particularly care about, because I design as art. But this was my like goal to like reassure myself in this. So in a way, me doing this little video and hopefully doing more little videos is me reassuring myself in my abilities that I can do this. I'm doing it right now. I love to do this. I don't know why this is funny to me. I think just the perspective when I'm like, you, I find it funny. Anyway, I've never been prolific in anything. I never think of myself as being prolific. And I have to interrogate if and why that's something I want for myself, because I feel like that's something easy to admire in other people, being able to do things, and especially high quality things, in a great volume. But that is not inherently better or worse than moving more slowly. But moving slowly does make me feel bad. That, unfortunate. I wish I could move slowly and then feel good about it. I am pretty at peace with it compared to how I used to be or how I used to feel. But the thing about acknowledging or like saying out loud those things about yourself, like to say like, oh, I work slowly, I move slowly, I'm not very prolific, I don't do things very fast, I can't create a lot, is when you say those to people, especially other creative people, they feel the need to like comfort you in a way, and I think that makes it worse. That makes it feel worse, because they see it as you saying something negative about yourself, and that's not what I'm doing. I'm trying to create a realistic vision of myself. It's almost like, so you see this in me and you think it's bad, or you consider that a bad trait, but it's because what is sort of prized right now is doing a lot and doing it publicly and getting a lot of attention and like acclaim for it, which is not what's happening. I feel like this is related to Vlogust, though that it kind of went off the rails. It's because I had to stop for an hour. I will be on the internet during the month of August for, let's set a realistic goal. 4 videos is level 1, 8 videos is level 2, 12 videos is level 3, 16 videos is level 4. And I think that's a good goal, 16, a little bit over half, so every other day. I feel like that feels good to me. It's already the 4th of August, so that will be plenty. In my mind, I think I'm gonna aim more for like 8 twice a week. That sounds and feels really good. But we'll see if I really like get the ball rolling and get really excited. Then I'll do a lot more. Okay, goal established. And with that, that's going to be it for me. If you like the video, If you have something to say, comment in the comments. Or if you feel so inclined, you can subscribe and follow me along this journey and see if I complete my goal. See what level I get to. But if you don't, that's cool. Thank you for watching this video all the way to the end. Bye! This is Big Bird. There's more little guys down here. This is Big Bird. I didn't have a plain white shirt.